Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter the Master of Puppets, looking at yet another beer. One of my favorite Danish breweries, and this is Beer Here's Vinter Ale, or Beer Here Winter Ale, in Christian Skål Andersen's brewery. Now this is kind of an interesting beer, because it's been made a few times before, but it's never been released in the bottles as far as I know. Well, originally it was a blended beer. The first batch back in 2010 was a blend of Fat Cat and the Christmas IPA, Jule IPA, and the year after it was a blend as well of, that was Black Cat and the Jule IPA. Now this one is a completely different and new recipe, which is quite interesting. It's actually got the exact same label. It's on 8%. I guess you could kind of call it a winter warmer on steroids or something like that, because it's got some really interesting ingredients in here. I'll just go through them with you guys. It's made with, of course, water, and the malts used are roasted barley, Belgian and British caramel malts, chocolate malts, pale ale malts, and then yeast, and then it's made with like table sugar, candied sugar, coffee, lactose. Hops used are Northern Brewer, Cascade, Centennial, Galena, and Chinook. So that is really interesting. Yeah, let's get this one cracked open. It's been a while since I reviewed a Beer Here beer, so we got a couple new at the store. Also, one he did at Sugos. Wow, I can smell it already. Called Winding Blonde, which was a blonde ale aged in Pinot Noir barrels. I might pick that up to a review as well, even though it's a little bit expensive. But the others that came in were beers I've already reviewed, so maybe I'll do a re-review of one of them. Who knows? But there it is. That is pretty dark. It kind of looks like the kind of British winter warmers or strong ales. It's like a nice kind of dark brown color. Like it's got some ruby tones when you hold it up to the eyes. More or less actually more of a dark ruby red than actual brown. Nice, huge, almost 3 finger of a beige head. And I can smell it already. So yeah, let's dig in. Yeah, that smells pretty darn nice. It's fairly hoppy too. I get the milky kind of lactosey sweetness right away. It has that nice sugary sweetness because lactose is one of the unfermentable sugars in beer. It has coffee notes, not insane amounts of them. Citrus, grapefruit, pine, caramel, kind of toffee notes. It's got a little bit of a juicy hop profile as well with like juicy citrus fruits. But that's mostly what I pick up. No rye bread per se. Maybe just generic breadiness. And some sugary notes. It actually smells quite nice, and it also has a little bit of a nice kind of estery, dark fruity estery quality. But hey guys, it smells pretty nice, so let's give it a taste. Cheers. That is actually pretty tasty. It's actually not too hoppy, or it's because it has so many ingredients. They work well together. They're not overdone. Body on it, it's medium. Actually, bigger side of medium, and nice and creamy, and I'm sure that's from the lactose. But it's also got a decent amount of dryness from the hops. But a lot of flavors going on in here. Like the first flavors you pick up on is the citrusy hop notes, like a little bit of orange, kind of citrusy notes, along with grapefruit and pine. That's definitely in there. Also picking up on the coffee, the lactose flavor and the sweetness of sugars aren't as intense in the flavor. It does have a little bit of a sugary kind of feel, but it's not in the big amounts. Caramel, toffee notes in there, some darker fruit notes. It has like a toasted, kind of roasty nuttiness. It's got some kind of toasty, malty flavors as well. Almost like a toasted bread. It does have a little bit of a spicy kick. I wouldn't say like rye bread, but spicy, kind of rye-like flavor. Maybe not my favorite beer from Beer Here, but it's pretty tasty. I could definitely see myself buying this again, and I would love to try it like on tap and see how it is there. But rating wise for the Beer Here Vinter Ale, straight up 90 on this one, guys. I actually get a little more of that lactic sweetness there, but yeah, 90. Great stuff. Definitely worth checking out. I mean, Beer Here is usually make some really good products, and this is also one of them. So hopefully this will be a new staple release in the winter. That would be cool. I know he's been doing a lot of new beers lately that hasn't made it, at least to Aalborg, because there have been like collaboration with breweries in Australia and such. So Yeah, maybe they'll make it up here. Who knows? But yeah, guys, definitely check out the beer here, Vinter Ale, if you can, and let me know what you think of it. If you've had it. As always, guys, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter. And I'm gonna say cheers. I'm gonna see you guys in another beer review.